Hi, this is Graham Armstrong, your PE4 teacher. We're doing Unit 1 today. Before we start, I want to say I hope you are all safe, happy and healthy, and your university work is very important, okay, but more important is your health, okay? So that is your physical and mental health. So if you're feeling stressed about anything, probably the coronavirus, make sure that you speak to somebody like your parents or your friends, okay? Don't suffer on your own, okay? Because if you don't, then it's going to be a miserable time, okay? It's all a terrible, miserable time for all of us, to be honest. But if we care for each other and we look after each other, then we can beat this horrible virus. Okay, so that's me finished with that little bit. Okay, so let's go on to the book. Okay, so if you have done your Moodle homework, then that is great. Okay, if you haven't done your Moodle homework, stop this video now and go do your Moodle homework. Okay, if you have done if you have printed your PDF file, Units 1 and 2, that's good. Keep going. If you haven't printed your file, your PDF file with Units 1 and 2, you won't be able to do this work. So stop the video again and do your printing, okay? And if you are ready with your PDF paper, and then we can get going. Right. So let's get going. Okay. So this is PE4 Unit 1, and this is your first unit. Okay. What I will say is, if you are not familiar with some of the vocabulary and the phrases in the book, use your dictionary, whether that's your online dictionary or a dictionary on your phone. Check and make sure that you become familiar with the vocabulary that we're using. Next one. So, what are we going to do today, boys and girls? Yes, we're going to do practice pronunciation and phonics. Phonics are not just for elementary school students. Oh no, they're not. Syllables, okay? We need to practice syllables because it is okay spending time, lots and lots of time on vocabulary and lots of time on grammar, but if you don't have the correct pronunciation, it is a lot of work for nothing. because you study all the vocabulary and all the grammar so that you can talk to other people in different languages, in this case in English. But if you don't have the pronunciation of the words right, then you can't communicate. So it's kind of as important as your grammar and your vocabulary. Okay, let's go. So, consonants, page 7, Unit 1. Look at your consonants, okay? It says take turns reading with your partner, but obviously you can't take turns reading with your partner because you don't have a partner. Okay, so you're probably sitting listening to this on your own. So what I suggest you do is you either later contact a friend who you know studies English, and you can practice doing the reading and the pronunciation with, or you can use a brother or a sister or a parent who you can practice with, or you can use the recording app on your phone to record your voice and to practice speaking and listening at the same time. And if you can't do that, practice with the dog. Okay? Right. Okay, so let's start a bit of this book. So, consonants. Okay? Consonants are not easy sometimes, especially the R's and the L's and the V's and the P's, the F's and the B's and the TH. I know Koreans hate okay, and the ch and the sh. Okay, so let's do a few of the words. I'm not going to do all the words with you, but I will do some. So, the first word, learn. Okay, now if you break that up into the syllable, okay, learn, it's l, n, learn. And then rely, 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 rely. Okay, so you're better off breaking the words into the consonants, into the syllables, sorry, not consonants, into the syllables. Practice slowly saying the syllable, and then slowly get quicker, 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 until you can say the whole word in one go without breaking it into its syllables. So the next one, okay, the next line, and this is a difficult one. Absorptive, absorptive. Okay, right, so how do we break absorptive into its syllables? So, absorptive, 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 absorptive. It is absorptive. So break it into the syllables and then say the syllables, sounds, and then get quicker. The next one, positive, positive. So that one is positive, 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 positive. The next one is evaporate, evaporate. So we break that into E, vap, or 8. Evaporate, 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 evaporate. Next one, affordable, affordable. We break that into the syllables of affordable, 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 affordable. Next one, worthiest, worthiest. Syllable sounds are worthiest, 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 worthiest. Next one. Now this is a very difficult one, and I know this is difficult. This is why I chose it. Okay. And that is anesthesia. Okay, anesthesia, because it has got the th sound in the middle. Okay, so it's difficult. Anesthesia. So the phonic sound for that is the syllable sound for that is an, e, the, zia, anesthesia, 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 anesthesia. Next one, next line, archbishop, archbishop. So we break that into the syllable sounds of arch, bishop, archbishop, 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 archbishop. The next one is cherished, cherished. We break that into the syllables of cherished, 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 cherished. Okay, right, so we've done the consonants. We're not going to do the tongue twisters. Oh, but we will do the non-voiced sounds. Okay. the difference with the non-voice sounds is that the difficulty, not the difference, the difficulty is that, as you know, there are lots of English-speaking countries, for example, the UK, where I'm from, America, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, okay? And they all pronounce the words differently, okay? So even though we say that they are not voice sounds, some people may actually do it, which is fine, okay? And you can make the hard sound at the end of the word if you like. That is fine, but you will find that most native English speakers don't pronounce the hard sound at the end of the word. So, for example, non-voice sounds T, D, D, S, C, CK, and E. Right, so, for example, T, lost, lost. Now, you could say lost, lost, that would be fine, but you will find that it's kind of a very, very, very soft T. Lost, lost. The next one, limit, limit. You can say limit, that is fine, but again, a lot of native English speakers will say limit. Next one, the D, that is a very soft D too. Candid, candid. End, end. So if you want to say candid or end and use a hard D at the end, that is fine, okay? Nobody is gonna say you didn't say it correctly, or if you don't use the hard D at the end, nobody's going to say you didn't say it correctly either. Okay, so the next letter is S. Athletics, athletics. Resorts, resorts. Both soft S's, very, very, very soft S's at the end. Then we have the soft C and the soft CK. For example, almanac, almanac, almanac. Picnic, picnic, picnic. They are soft C's as well. But if you want to say almanac or picnic, that is great. Your choice. Now, the difference with the E at the end is different. Okay? We don't say the E sound at the end of the words. However, they do have an important role to play, because the E sound as an effect on the previous vowel Okay, so for example, eradicate. Now, if the E wasn't there, you would pronounce it as eradicat. But because the E is there, the A sound changes to an A sound. Eradicate. So even though that you don't pronounce the E, it does have a role to play in how the word is pronounced. The same goes for size. If the E wasn't there on the end of the word, it would be sizz. But because the E is there, the I phonic sound becomes an I, which is the letter sound. So size. So it is important to remember that the ending E sound has an effect on this vowel before it. That is important. Okay, right, let's go on to consonant blends. Oh, this is getting exciting. Right. So, consonant blends. Now, I don't think that consonant blends are so difficult if you're prepared to practice. If you're prepared to practice and you're prepared to spend time and be patient, okay? Patience and practice. Patience and practice. As always with learning English. If you do consonant blends, okay, you can do it. Okay, so the SCH sound makes a sk, 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 schedule, sk, scholarship, school, schematic. Okay, so it's a sk. It's a sk sound. The SPR is a spr, spr, spring, spreadsheet, sprained. And the next one, STR, str, str. So, strength, stretch, straight. The next one, THR, throw, throw, through, thriller, throat, throw, through, thriller. And the last one is a little bit more difficult, I think. The THS sound at the end, I think, is more difficult to pronounce. So, clothes, clothes, breathes, breathes, depths, depths. Okay, so practice them, keep practicing, and you will get there. Honestly, I promise. Okay. the next one is we're not going to do the tongue twisters at the bottom of page 7. Okay? There's no need. You don't need me to be chatting about that. Okay, page 8. On page 8, there are 2 paragraphs. Okay? But I'm not going to read them to you. You are going to read them yourself, and you are going to practice with a friend or a family member or your recording app on your phone, okay? Because me just reading them to you, it's a bit boring, yeah? Right, so that is page 8 finished with. Security. Intelligent. So, again, practice them with a friend, with a family member, with your recording app on your phone, and the more you practice, like we said, the better and easier their words will get. Right, that's the end now. All I need, and they are words that you don't want to get confused with, okay? Because they have totally different meanings, and if you say them wrongly, it can make everybody confused. So anyway, that is the end of the lesson. I will keep going and keep trying to make it a little bit more interesting as time goes, but hopefully by the end of next week we will know if we are returning back to university or they're going to make us carry on with online studying. I hope we can go back to university. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to wish you all a very nice weekend. It is Friday evening here, so I want to wish you all a very nice weekend. If you haven't listened to this over the weekend, I hope you had a nice weekend. And on that note, I'm going to go. Goodbye. Bye-bye.